Maximalist style is all about more is more. It's all about mixing colors, clashing patterns, textures on textures, and personality at every corner. It's not afraid to be loud, it doesn't play by the rules, and it's really the perfect aesthetic to explore with crochet. So what is maximalism? At its core, it's the total opposite of minimalism. Maximalism as a design philosophy is closely tied to postmodernism.
It's POMO. Postmodern. Yeah, all right. Weird for the sake of weird. Oh.
A movement that began in the late 20th century as a reaction against the clean, stripped-down aesthetic of modernism and minimalism. Maximalism questioned minimalism's belief that form must follow function, favoring layered meaning, ornamentation, and even contradiction. Historically, maximalism draws from multiple eras, from Baroque and Rococo opulence to the Victorian era's abundance and the eclectic glam of the 1980s. It often leans into the nostalgic, the over-the-top, and the emotionally evocative, an aesthetic that's more about how a space feels rather than how it functions. In recent years, maximalism has had a major revival thanks in part to social media. Platforms like Instagram and Pinterest made dopamine decor and cluttercore styles go viral, and in the world of crochet, this is where it definitely shines. You can think about oversized granny squares, high contrast color combos, unexpected textures, and just saying yes to anything and everything. So if you love mixing florals with stripes, rainbows with black, and you want your creations to make a statement, then you're going to love this roundup of 20 maximalist inspired crochet patterns. There's a mix of paid and free patterns here, and I've separated them into 3 different categories: home decor, clothing, and accessories. And as always, you can find all the exact links to all of the patterns that I mentioned over on my blog, which is linked in the description box below. All right, let's get started. First is the Giant Granny Blanket by Pearl Soho. This pattern is made in the round and has 3 different variations to it. Either a large blanket that's 92 by 92 inches, a throw blanket, or a baby blanket. It's very simple and uses the basic granny square pattern to create, and this one is a free pattern over on their blog. Or I also liked this mini monstera by Your Inspirations. It measures 6 inches or 15 centimeters tall with the leaves and is beginner friendly as it only uses basic stitches and the single crochet 2 together. To create it, you start with the pot worked in spiral continuous rounds, then dirt and leaves, and this one is also free over on their website. I also really loved this Maximalist throw by Premier Yarns design team. It's beginner friendly to make as it only uses basic stitches as well as the long double crochet and weaving stitch, but you do have to change colors, so I'd say it's a bit more advanced beginner level to make. It measures about 50 by 48 inches, and this one's also free over on their website as well. The Color Echoes blanket by Mama in a Stitch is a great one to make as well. It measures 43 by 51 inches, so it's a pretty good size, and it's made of creating large 8 1/4 inch squares and connecting them together using a whip stitch. So this one is also a free pattern over on their website, and it's also really beginner friendly to create. I also liked this boho wall hanging by Stitching Together. This piece measures 25.5 by 20 inches and is a paid pattern over on their Etsy shop, and I loved how this one had the feeling of a macrame hanging, but it's made totally with crochet. I thought that it would be a perfect statement piece to create for your space and give it that nice boho maximalist sort of vibe. Another great pattern is this Revel wall hanging by Gathering Bliss Crochet. The crochet here doesn't have a T, so that's important to remember if you're looking for this pattern. The hanging measures 39 inches wide by 19 inches high and is perfect to create with scrap yarns that you might have from other projects. You can use a smaller weight yarn for a more delicate piece, or a heavy weight yarn would be also really great to make a statement rug as well for this pattern. And the one pictured here does use a more medium weight yarn. And this one is a paid pattern over on their Etsy shop. I also loved this Field of Flowers pillow by Your Inspirations. It's made of basic stitches to create the puffy petal flower motifs, and is designed to create a pillow pillow that fits a 20-inch square pillow form. And this one is free over on their website, and it would be perfect to play around with some different color yarns. You can also use up scrap yarns here to create it as well, which we love. This Burnett Meadow Magic Blanket by Yarnspirations is also a really lovely one. It measures 51 by 59 inches and is worked diagonally from corner to corner. Even though it only requires basic stitches to make, it is more intermediate, I would say, because there is a bit of color changing here and there is a color chart, but it would also work up quite quickly with bulky yarn. I love the colors on this one as well, and it's a free pattern over on their website. And here is a lovely granny pillow by Yarnspirations. This one is made by using the granny yarn by Bernat, which I haven't tried yet, but they have it in some fun colorways and it looks really soft. This pillow is made to be about 22 inches square and would be quite easy to whip up. You can of course use up yarn scraps for this one as well. And now let me share some clothing patterns with you. First is the Hexy Pullover Sweater by Yarnspirations. This pattern is easy to create and free over on the Yarnspirations website and is made with Red Heart yarn, but would also be fun to make with leftover yarns from other projects. The hexagons are created in the round and then joined, and then the bottom ribbing and neckband, and then the cuffs are worked to finish it off. This one has sizes extra small to 5XL, and I liked how this one had a nice oversized sort of fit. I also liked this Mosaic Motifs top by Yarnspirations. It's created using basic stitches as well as the half double crochet 2 together, and it has sizes extra small to 5XL. To create it, you make the front, then back, then shape the armholes and the neck, then work the sleeves, shape the neck, then work the leaf, flower, and stem motifs to finish it off. And you can also play with the placement of the flowers here. There are 3 different versions and ways to arrange the flower motifs. Then they're all connected to the top with a running stitch. Or make this granny square maxi dress by Viral Kona Design. It's available in English and Spanish and has sizes extra small to extra large. It's also customizable, and this one is a paid pattern over on their Etsy shop. I loved the diagonal design of the granny square on this one, and I liked how the sides had a nice lacy, airy panel. I also loved this Neon Summer Shrug by Martina Supova. This one is a paid pattern on their website, and the pattern is in Slavic and also has an English translation. It has sizes small to 3XL, and I thought that this pattern would be perfect to make for summer, and I really loved the neon colorway that it was made in, and it would be perfect to wear for festivals. The No Shades of Grey cardigan by Katie Jones is another great piece. It has 3 sizes and is inspired by the color palette of traditional quilts. The pattern is broken down into 6 different parts, and I just loved the different patterns on it, and it's also a paid pattern over on the hobby website. Alright, now I'll share some accessories patterns. First is the Neon Glow Scarf. This piece is more intermediate level to make and is a paid pattern over on their website. It includes charts, so you should be able to read a chart, and I just love the bold, bright gradient that this design has. Or I also liked this Dopamine Scarf by Realm Designs. This project is more confident beginner level to make and is a paid pattern in their Etsy shop. And this piece is great to use up your stash with. And this one's the perfect project if you love the dopamine dressing aesthetic. You could also make this granny square bucket hat by me. It's beginner friendly to make and is perfect to use up all of your scrap yarns as well. And it's made of 5 different granny squares, and then they're all connected together, and then you work the brim to finish it off. This one's the perfect project for summer, and I have a YouTube video tutorial here on my channel that I'll put in the card above, and I also have the paid pattern over on my website that you can definitely check out if you prefer written patterns. I also love the Garden Party Bag by Yarnspirations. It starts with the base of the bag, then the body, then the handle casings, and then you create the flowers, and it uses the puff flower, the gray-blue flower, as well as a rose, coral, and periwinkle flowers and leaves in the pattern. This one is beginner friendly to make and is free over on their website, and I just thought that this one was so whimsical and would be really perfect to work up, and also really fun to maybe even thrift some lovely purse handles that you can use up and create the perfect accessory with this one. Another great granny pattern is this Not So Granny Cowl. The colors on this one are so loud and fun, and this one would also be a great scrap buster. It's beginner friendly to make and is a paid pattern on the Lovecrafts website, And to really explore the maximalist vibe, you can definitely mix and match some really fun colorways. Or make the Coastal Wave socks by Linda Jenner. The texture on these were really fun, and there are sizes EU 36 to 48 or US 5 to 15. To create, they're worked sideways, then crochet together, and the heel and the toe are added in the end to finish it off. And this one is a paid pattern over on the hobby website, and I liked how they played around with the colorway for this one. Well, what did you think of all of these maximalist patterns? Let me know in the comments below, and if you made it this far, make sure to leave a heart emoji in the comments below. You can also leave a whole bunch of different colors down there to really embrace the maximalist vibe and to let me know that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like and also subscribe and join back up with me each week for more crochet inspiration. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.